Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. So hump day is officially over. We're moving on to Thursday. I've got a course down in Palm Desert. I'll be going to a transmission communication course with your boy Drew's Auto. So we should be meeting up later in the afternoon, sometime between noon and 2, somewhere around there, to hang out for a little bit before going to the course. So today's video topic leading into that is going to be the 7 different types of customers that you're going to run across in the automotive world. We're going to start with number 1, work our way through 7, and none of these are in any particular order. Some of them you're going to see more often than others. Cheers to those of you that have your beers, and yeah, we're going cheaper, baby, because I'm trying to wean myself completely off to the point where we're doing it once a week, maybe even twice a month. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. All I know is I'm weaning things out. I haven't smoked a cigarette and well, tomorrow's day 7, so that's good for me. I haven't really eaten fast food. I had fast food the last 2 days. I had Little Caesars and Del Taco yesterday and today, but that was because I'm waiting to get paid before I can restock the fridge because I didn't budget correctly to afford myself lunches leading up to the next week. So I'm budgeting, I'm creating a budget. It's going pretty rough. I thought the hardest thing to kick would be cigarettes, but I think the hardest thing to kick would probably be fast food and then probably beer. So somewhere in there, because fast food's so convenient, it's so close to work, I could just grab it and go, and for $5 or $6 be done with it. Ha! Hardest thing to kick by far. You just get tired of eating sandwiches every goddamn day. I'm just throwing that out there. Alright, let's get into it. So, starting with number 1, the cheapskate. This person's gonna come in, they wanna know the cheapest way possible that they could possibly fix their POS. Whether you gotta throw a band-aid on it, they don't care if you gotta use JV Weld, zip tie some shit, whatever the cheapest fix is for it to stop doing whatever it's doing, just bubble gum the car back together. That's their request. So, whatever gets it done cheaper. Now, obviously, being in an independent shop, we can't always do that because there are certain safety, factors that are involved, and there's certain liability things that are involved. But more times than not, there's usually a way to fix it for slightly cheaper than replacing the entire component by simply just trying to fix it. So whatever ends up being the cheapest route possible to do it for the customer is usually the way that we try to figure it out. And I think that's the biggest difference between independent shops and dealerships. Dealerships, OEM part, full cost, full repair. You hardly ever see any kind of like patch job or any kind of whatever gets the customer down the road a few more miles until they can decide whether or not they want to keep it or sell it. So the cheapskate, you will run into the cheapskate. The second one is known, I refer to them as the postman. The drop it off and pick it up. Here's the part that I have for my vehicle. I was told this is the problem. No diagnosis, please. Just stab this in there and give it back to me. I don't care if it works or doesn't work. This is what I want done. Here's the part. I've already bought it for you, so you can't charge me more, if that's even a thing. Most shops, if they do charge anything extra, it's very minute, but most shops, independent shops anyways, don't add on top of the already pre-existing amount for the parts. Usually you'll see that at a dealership where there's a little bit of a markup compared to how much a dealership gets it for and how much they sell it to the customer for. And to me, it seems like it's almost like 100% markup, but I'm not going to get in percentages because people have already told me you're not a mathematician, don't pretend to be. It's only 25%. Bullshit, it's 100%. Part comes in and it's 10 bucks and we charge 20 bucks, that's 100% markup. That's my mentality behind it. Okay, moving on with number 3, the journalist. This is the person that actually does all their research prior to even coming into the shop. They saw it on YouTube, they read a forum, they looked up TSBs, they had a friend that showed them how to kind of work their way into the computer system and look up their particular vehicle. They start researching all the symptoms and possible issues that could be wrong with their car, and they say, nope, I'm for sure that this is the problem, no need to pay for diagnosis. Please just go after this specific thing and fix it. Pretty close to the cheapskate, but they're willing to spend the money to get it fixed. What they're saying is that they found what they saw as the most common problem. They would like you to start there. And if that doesn't work, then they're willing to pay the diagnostic fee for you to further investigate. The journalist is going to try their best to try to do their own research and figure the problem out before they even bring it to you and hope that you'll actually do what it is that they tell you to do in hopes that that's actually going to fix the problem. A lot of people will call it the parts cannon, but these people feel like they have done so much research that why would it be anything else? So, the journalist, you're going to run into that. The old timer. This guy's a 50-50 mix. You got the ones that are like, I used to work on cars back in the 1950s. How hard could it be? Just throw some plugs at it. I should be good to go. It's just a misfire or whatever. Then you get the old timer that comes in and says, I don't know what the problem is with my car. Back in my day, all we did was pull the plugs and clean the contacts up in the distributor and maybe change a few plug wires, and that was all good to go, and that was it. Nowadays, there's so much technology and things are too hard to get to. I can't even change my own spark plugs. And I've seen some of these old timers that come in that don't even know what underneath the hood looks like. But you open the hood and all four coils are staring right at you, and it takes one 10mm and a 5/8 plug socket to pull them out. But be it that it may, they are for sure that it is something completely different, that it's got to be something super expensive. They want you to check it out. I'm too old for this shit. That's what they're going to tell you. Then you get number 5, Richie Rich, the guy that every shop loves. I don't care how much it costs, just fix it, okay? I've got money, it's an open-ended ticket, just fix whatever's wrong with my car. If you're doing the oil change and you see something that needs to be replaced, just do it and I'll pay you for it when I get there. Perfect. People and shops love this guy. I'm telling you. Number 6, the cliffhanger. So I've seen a handful of these come in. The ones that have their POS card that comes into the shop, and I swear to God, there's like no reason why it should be on the road. The bumper's being held on by duct tape. I kid you not, duct tape. Half the grill's missing, the inside fender skirts are falling off. You got the exhaust hanging because the brackets are broke. They've got wires hanging out. There's no longer a plug socket for their license plate bulbs. Like, this thing has just been barely ticking along. It's usually a high mileage vehicle, but they don't care as long as they can keep it on the road, and they're willing to spend as much money as possibly needed in order to keep it on the road because it holds some kind of nostalgia, or they don't want to spend money on another car. So I wouldn't call them a cheapskate because they are obviously willing to spend money, but they want to hang on to it for whatever reason. You're telling them, like, look, if we spend $1,000 in fixing your car's only worth $1,000 currently. Or it's going to cost $1,500 to do the job and your car's only worth $500. They don't care. They want to fix the car that they have because they love it for whatever reason. Nothing else is going to please them. We had one guy, he had a Chrysler Town & Country that needed cylinder heads. His van, in the condition that it was in, was worth no more than like $500. But he was dead certain that this was the only vehicle that his dog, who had a disability, could get in and out of comfortably. And he didn't have money to go buy another car. He doesn't want to spend 20 or 30 grand on another car. He'd rather spend, $2 to $3 to even $10,000 to fix his current car, because to him that's cheaper than going out and putting on a car note. He can afford payments on his credit card or whatever to get it fixed. Just get it done. I'm going to hang on to this car indefinitely. Those guys you're going to run into a lot. Some cars you'll just shake your head at, being like, why are we even doing this? There's so many problems on here that this is the least of his concern. These other things are safety issues, but this is what he wants to work on. So you got to kind of play it by ear, but usually they're willing to invest the money to fix and keep their POS on the road. Last but not least, oh man, this is my favorite. I'm going to take a quick little peek at my note. The ex-wife. Alright, so when it costs more than it's worth, and they want a fresh start or a clean slate, they just want to be done with it and into something else. So if it takes too much work or costs too much money, and it doesn't even need to be a big amount, they can come in for an oil change and you say, your car is going to need front struts, rear shocks, and brakes front and rear. You're looking at like $600. Nope, fuck that. It's not worth it. I've been looking for a reason to get out from underneath this thing. I'll pay you for the oil change and then I'm going to sell it. Well, how much are you planning on selling for? I don't care. I'll take $100. I'll take $200. I just want to be done with it and into something else. I'm sick and tired of this piece of crap. I want something newer, something cleaner that I don't have any problems with. I want a fresh start. You're going to run into the ex-wife quite a bit in the automotive repair world. So I developed these little nicknames for all these different people, but I'm sure you guys have got your own nicknames. Please feel free to share them down below. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you guys are coming to the course with me, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know that you're coming to the course. If you want to know when and where and how much, etc., the link will be down in the description to my Instagram page. Go to the Instagram page, surf through that course, find the picture that I took and published on there, and then check it out. Give them a call. Let them know that you're coming. At this particular time, they don't usually take cash on site or money orders on site, but because I told them that I had a lot of people that were interested in going to the course with me, for this one time they're actually willing to let you guys come to the course with either cash in hand or a money order if you're interested in going to the transmission communication course in Palm Desert, California. That's all I got for this video. Thanks as always for watching, and hit the thumbs up. Let me know what kind of customers you guys run into. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. We'll see you next time. Doses.